What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. It's Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday. And I'm here, as Denzel said, Mr. Denzel Washington said in the movie The Great Debaters, I am here to to help you to be able to get your mind back really quickly. How was your weekend? Y'all know we always start Mondays off with asking, how was your weekend? Did you do something fun? I want you to put in the comments what you did fun this weekend. If it was watch a football game, cool. If it was hanging with the friends, cool. If it was went to a nice restaurant, cool. If you went to a nice jazz event, cool. If you went to a nice poetry spot, cool. If you went to a concert, cool. All those great things. But put in the comments there what you did for fun this weekend. But I'm here today, and I'm here today because y'all know I got something for you. I got something for you. When we're here in the brand new suite, we always want to push you and move you to be able to do better, be better, and to be able to create sustainability, create clarity, transform from chaos to clarity, and move into sustainability to keep the doors open. So, in that vein, this weekend, as I was thinking about what I wanted to bring this week, um, I was watching the NFL pregame show, and they were they were dressed up to pay homage to the NFL today, from back in the day, from the 80s, yeah, from the 70s and 80s, and everything like that. And I get it, but to me, I started thinking, wow, this is a gimmick. When I was listening to social media, I'm listening to these folks, and he's like, well, morning, Doc. It was just a bunch of the questions or things that they had to try to have these conversations are nothing but gimmicks. And I started thinking to myself, why are people sacrificing their greatness for gimmicks? And I was just like, it's all a bunch of gimmicks. When we come here and the things that I'm a part of, it's not gimmicks. We're about greatness here. So I was just like, well, what am I going to do this week? I said, well, I'm going to talk about entrepreneurship and greatness versus gimmicks. You have some people who will use gimmicks in order to be able to gain, in order to be able to move forward. And then you have some that are about greatness and are about doing those things that move themselves forward, lose their brand forward, move them and move them business forward, move themselves forward. So I wanted to be able to delve into that. So this week, what we're going to talk about is not just greatness versus gimmicks. We're going to talk about 5 power moves to shift from gimmicks to greatness and build loyalty that lasts, which is sustainability. And I hope you understand this. And some of y'all gonna like it, some of y'all not gonna like it. But I have a responsibility as the impact builder to impact people in such a way that makes you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year, and make you 1% better. And at the end of the day, make it so that you transform from chaos to clarity, and you keep the doors open. So this week, no more gimmicks. No more gimmicks. I want y'all to say that. No more gimmicks. No more gimmicks. We are about greatness. Here, that I'm going to be saying that all this week. No more gimmicks, just greatness. Okay? No more gimmicks, just greatness. So this week we're going to be talking about, give you a couple of things. Power move number 1 is clarity over confusion. We're going to talk about power move number 2, which is consistency over convenience, which we need to have. Power move 3 is authenticity over appearance. We're going to be talking about that. Power move number 4, we're going to talk about on Thursday, excellence over expedience. And then we're going to finish it off with legacy over likes. Can't have we don't take likes over legacy. So let's jump into this really quickly this morning. Let's talk about this first power move. First power move I need you to make is to think about clarity over confusion. We're not dwell in chaos. We don't dwell in confusion. Confusion is nothing more than chaos. We don't dwell there. That's not what we do here. We're here to make sure, especially on this Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday, we don't walk in confusion. Because here's the deal. Here's the challenge that some entrepreneurs have, or a lot of entrepreneurs have, especially in this 21st century, in this day and time. Many entrepreneurs chase every new trend. Do you know entrepreneurs? Do you know an entrepreneur that traces trends? All they're doing is looking for a something that's catchy, something that they can use right now. Just look at social media. Go on to social media, and whatever the hottest thing is, you'll see everybody talking about. That's why when you come here, it's not necessarily everything. We're not dealing with the things that people talk that are hot right now and gone tomorrow. That's not what we deal with, because when they follow every new trend and they leave their clients unclear about what they are or what they stand for. Who are you and what do you stand for? Told you, no gimmicks, just greatness this week. When you understand who you are and what you stand for, there's no questioning, there's no confusion at all in what you do. And we want to make sure that you get clear on who you are and what you stand for. That's what I want you thinking about today. Ask yourself that question. Who am I? And that's you as a brand and you as an individual. But and also, what do you stand for? What do you stand for as an individual? What do you stand for as a brand? When you can define that, then you know exactly, you'll be clear on the clients that you want. You'll be clear on those who you serve. You'll be clear on those who you want to partner with or collaborate with. All of those things become clear with you. And here's the thing about that. Here's the truth about it. Greatness starts with clarity of purpose and message. So what's the message that you're sending? Without it, gimmicks become the default. You default to gimmicks. You default to doing whatever I need to do in order to be able to get the clients that I have. You'll notice those who are on social media, the ones that all they're all about are gimmicks. They use gimmicks in order to be able to get the next like. And we'll talk about that later this week. They use that in order to be able to get the number of people to be able to follow them, followers. But that's not what we do here in the Brand U Suite. That's not what we do as a brand. You have to be authentic. You have to be transparent. You have to be what if you're part of the CDL, which is the character driven leadership, it's about being a VIP. It's about having values. It's about having integrity. It's about having principles. If you have gimmicks, if you run gimmicks, you don't have values, you don't have integrity, and you don't have principles. I know. I told y'all not gonna like me this week. You're not gonna like some of the things that I have to say, but I've got to. We tell the truth. Tuesday is tomorrow, but we're doing that on Monday. So you have to understand that you can't chase trends. You have to understand that you have to have a purpose. You have to have a message. And then without it, then what you do, you falter or you default to gimmicks. And here's the takeaway. And then I'm done. I'm gonna give you an example of how some companies have defaulted to gimmicks. And hopefully, do you all remember Radio Shack? Right, exactly. You're like, well, yeah, back in the day, Radio Shack. Yeah, you remember them, who they were. But here's what happened with Radio Shack. Radio Shack tried to rebuild itself, and multiple times, several times they tried to, without a clear direction. They didn't have any direction. They weren't trying to move into this technological age that we're in, and it failed. It did not survive staying stagnant. It did not survive the gimmicks that it ran, and the things that it did. But here's a company that did survive those same times and has now flourished, and that's Apple. Apple, on the other hand, they stayed clear on its mission of innovation and simplicity, becoming a global leader. That's the difference between greatness and gimmicks. That's what we're doing this week. We're differentiating ourselves from everybody else because it's no more no games, no gimmicks, just greatness. If you want greatness, you don't hang around those that play gimmicks, those that aren't truthful in who they are. They're only they're only serving in order to be able to gain artificially. There's no substance to those who play gimmicks. Hey, Bernice, how you, lady? Great event this weekend too. Thank you so much again. Thank you so much again. But this week, all this week, I want this resonating with you. No gimmicks, just greatness. The gimmicks go out the door, doing this and doing that. Yes, do you want to have things that attract people? Absolutely. But as Mr. Denzel Washington said, yeah, you can, the difference between today and those that were like him and of his ilk and why they've been successful, because he didn't play games. He wasn't about gimmicks. He was about authenticity. And what he said was, yeah, you can get them, but then what you going to do what you got once you got them? You don't have anything that's sustainable to keep them. And if you don't, those who have gimmicks, those who only live by gimmicks are not sustainable. And we here are about sustainability. We're about transforming from chaos to clarity and creating sustainability so that we keep the door open. That's what I got for you today. So I want you to think about that today. No, it's no gimmicks, just greatness. And I want you to think that all day today. I want you thinking about, is your message clear, and is your purpose clear? Do you know who you are, and do you know why why you serve? Those are only two questions I want you to ask today. I want you to ask yourself that all day today, and I want you to say that all day today to you. No gimmicks, just greatness. No gimmicks, just greatness. I'll see you all tomorrow on Tell the Truth Tuesday. Tell the Truth Tuesday. We're gonna be right back here in the brand new suite. It's your boy, the Impact Builder. Now, if you want to schedule a strategy session, I need you to do that. Y'all know the information is going to be right there in the description there for you. Together we can go into more detail about these five power moves that you as an entrepreneur must make if you're going to go shift from or transform from gimmicks to greatness and build loyalty that lasts. If you want to build loyalty that lasts, let's have a conversation. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about your vision and how we can assist you in being able to build something that has sustainability and lasts. The Impact Builder, we out. Oh, did I say that it was Purple Monday? The Ravens play tonight. Don't miss the game. Ravens and Lions. We're gonna be right there. I'm gonna be there hollering and screaming. I ain't gonna be at the game, but I'm gonna be in front of my TV hollering and screaming, watching the Ravens handle their business. Let's go, black and purple. Deuces.